welcome from Nashville, Tennessee, Francesca Battistelli. I'm going to need a microphone for Francesca. Someone grab me a mic. He's got it. Oh, right here. I'm sorry. Let me grab it.
Hello. How y'all doing? Well, it's good to be here. It's very hot, but I'll take it.
I know, you got off the bus and I think we were like 104 heat index.
Oh my gosh, it was bad.
Yes. And as you can tell, it's Francesca and baby. They tell me she just married her drummer and now they're having a baby. Good stuff, good stuff. Hey, girls and guys, here's what I wanted to do. I just have some questions I wanted to go over with her that I felt real strongly would be important for that impartation that I'm so big on. You ready? I just thought about a couple of things. Francesca, I was looking at some of your lyrics, and I'm Free to Be Me, which is so phenomenal. You open and you start saying that you were 20 at the time, and you felt, can you describe that for us a little bit? How did you know, Francesca, to start moving out on your own into this music industry? Can you give us just a little bit of that?
You know, it's amazing to look back and kind of see how God uses every part of our journey, and sometimes we don't really see where we're going, but He knows all along. And at that point in my life, I was, I guess, a junior in college, maybe still a sophomore, and I was doing music and writing songs and performing as much as I could, and just sort of feeling like, well, I don't really know what more I can do except finish school and trust that God has, you know, a plan for my life. And so when I wrote that song, it was really just a song about trusting that God had a great plan, trusting that I didn't have to be perfect in order for that plan to come to fruition, because that's something I've struggled with my whole life and still do. I mean, there's times where you think that God's only going to love you if you do everything perfectly, and that's so not the truth. Amen.
Come on, you listening? Why do we go through that? I went through that as a young girl. You're into this performance thing, and God says, "Do you see what I see?" You know, there's so much more. Awesome, awesome. Okay, very good. Where are you from originally?
I was born in Manhattan, in New York, and then grew up mostly in Orlando, Florida.
Okay. Now, can you tell us just briefly your background as far as, is it a musical background, obviously, or can you tell us about that a little bit, your parents?
Sure, yeah. My parents were both in like the musical theater world. My mom was a singer and actress. My dad was a trumpet player and conductor. And so they actually met on tour, like Matt and we met on the tour.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Good.
And they left the business, they got married, and then got saved and had me, and kind of left New York and left that whole world, and kind of gave up those dreams for new dreams God put in their heart. And it's been great. I have the best parents in the world. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. Very good. Very good. Let me drop some papers here and I'll pick them back up. I want to make reference to this song, Beautiful, Beautiful. Hold on. I know. I can't wait till I'll just drop it and then I'll make sure and pick it back up. Someone had sent her a beautiful, beautiful video to me, and I just had a little meltdown at my desk, because one thing I'm so impressed, Francesca, is your lyrics. They have depth to them. They tell me you've been somewhere with God, and you're not afraid to write about it. And through that, you've helped so many thousands of people. And I sat there, after I've been on the journey for quite a while, and I saw this line. Makes me weep up. Mercy reaching to save me. All that I need. You're so beautiful, beautiful. And I love the opening. You say, you don't know how it was that you looked at me. You saw the person I could be. To me, that's it. That's it. And then Yeah, the mercy part, I'd asked you this when we were having dinner. Is this a song, in your opinion, of new beginnings, that God gives you a second chance? Could you elaborate on that a little bit for someone out here who may need another chance?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I love this song. I'm so glad people are hearing it finally and just being touched by it, because I've always just known that there was something powerful about it. And, you know, for me, I think part of that, dealing with that whole perfectionism thing, it's been in my whole life just such an amazing testament and just amazing thing about God and the way He works, that every morning His mercies are new, and no matter what yesterday looked like, today's a new day. And I think that is for when we just have a bad day that we want to forget, or when we've completely walked away from God and we want to come back. He always welcomes us when we want to come back. And so to me, that's what the song's about.
So good. That's just so good. Just a couple more questions. Okay, now what I do, there they are. Had one from the audience. Someone wrote in and said, Miss Battistelli, why did you decide to sing Christian music instead of regular pop music?
Good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a time in my life where I thought I wanted to sing just mainstream music, as they call it, and kind of even went in that direction for a little bit, and then God just did some big things in my life where I kind of changed direction and was sort of given kind of at this crossroads. I was 17, I graduated a year early from high school and kind of had this year that I didn't plan for and had really nothing to do. And that's the time that I got super involved in my youth church for the first time. And it was then that God was asking me to stand in faith for some really big things in my life that I were kind of crazy. I felt I was supposed to have surgery on my back when I was 16, and right when I turned 17, I felt God tell me to wait and that He was going to heal me. And so it's been 9 years, I guess, since then, but I'm still trusting Him, and it's been an amazing journey. And that was the time in my life where everything that I had believed and trusted in and followed in after my whole life became real, because I had to make that decision for myself. And so
So it was really God prompting you to go the direction of Christian
yeah,
music, it sounds like.
I think just that season kind of changed the songs I was writing and changed my heart and changed what I wanted to kind of express to the world, and it was just Christian music from then on.
You love songwriting, I can tell. What would you say? I've got aspiring artists out here. Any good advice for an aspiring artist? We've got a lot of musicians. We really do.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Go girls. Well, my best advice would be to bloom where you're planted, because God can do so much where we're at, and sometimes we despise those small beginnings because we think, oh, no one's hearing me, or nothing's changing, or I'm not getting out there. But the times that you're working and no one sees you, and you're writing songs in your bedroom, or you're playing at a coffee shop for 2 people, I've done it. I mean, I did it for years, and it's those times that God really is able to just grow you in your craft, but also in your character. And I think that if I didn't have those times where I thought nothing was happening and I wasn't going anywhere and no one cared, that I wouldn't appreciate where I've been able to come and the things that I'm able to do now. So I would say, just wherever you are, wherever God has you, walk through the doors that He opens, but work on whatever's in your hand to do it with all your heart, and He'll bless you.
Yeah, he opens the doors, doesn't he? Yeah, awesome. Awesome, that's awesome. A bunch of you artists out there, absolutely, absolutely. And that's that T letter, S-I-G-H-T. It takes time, and you have to trust. Couple more things. Do you know we have the Dove Award Female Artist of the Year here? I'm just saying. You know? So I wanted to make sure you all knew that. And congratulations to her on being married. And congratulations on the new baby. Do you know? You do know? No, we don't know. You don't want to
be surprised.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Listen, thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.
We're so thrilled. Again, I love your depth. And I think that's what you girls were in for tonight. You're going to feel the depths, coming out of her. And her band, they're all so gracious. I've heard, again, we've done this a lot. I hear constantly what a blessing her band is to work with. Very smooth, very easygoing. It tells us a lot. It's a blessing. So I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to release you to go back and get that band. And the ushers will get our stools and we'll get ready for her concert. Thank you.